First of all, I'd like to start the interview by asking this question. I know that Louisville is like a second home for you. I was actually going to ask this question to David McCormack from Kansas. He played in Turkey last couple of years. If the pandemic hadn't happened, would you win the championship?
I think so. Our team was, I always say, it's funny how things work out. You know, they canceled the season. I thought it was a sign that I was able to win an NBA championship the next season. So, you know, I do believe that we had a team that could have won the championship if it hadn't been canceled for COVID.
Yeah. When I checked about you, I read that you are interested in cooking and has taken course about it, right?
Yeah.
How's your experience with Turkish cuisine so far?
It's been good. Obviously, still a little new. We've been moving around a lot in this past month I've been here. But I'm excited for once we're finally here and games to get rolling and we're spending more time in Istanbul that I'll be able to explore and try out all new types of foods.
Yeah. If we go even further back in 2019, your coach for the Nigeria national team was your father. And I've seen that there were some moments he even yelled at you, right? How was it to have your father coach at the highest level of international basketball? Because we haven't experienced this so far.
You know, it's funny because growing up, I never played for my dad. Obviously, I spent countless hours working out with him in the gym, but once it gets to a point where it was just like being a coach. It wasn't so much father-son as it was just coach-player. And to this day, I say that's the hardest coach I ever played for. Obviously, he was, you know, you could see it. Some days he's harder on me than anybody else, but, you know, that's just, I think, part of the dynamic of being father and son. But, you know, it was a great experience, and I wouldn't trade it for anything.
Yeah. And regarding about your signings, if someone would have told me at the end of the summer, Jordan Nwora will be coming to Europe, I would be shocked. And I wouldn't believe it actually, because a lot of people still see you as a rotation player on NBA team. How and why did you choose Europe?
I think the biggest thing was, you know, more opportunity, playing on a winning team such as here. They have great guys, and I just think it was just a step I could take in my career to, you know, play a lot on a team that has aspirations for winning and, you know, just help out at, you know, another stage, which is, you know, one of the highest levels of basketball. So I think it's just a big opportunity for me, something I couldn't pass up. You know, after talking to guys like Elijah, Shane, my agents obviously just figured that this would be, you know, the best move for me, you know, at the time, for what I want to do with my career.
Did you know Efes before they approached you?
Yeah, I knew Efes before. You know, Shane and I share the same agent, so I had been keeping tabs on that, just through that, and then you know, I've seen their success. Obviously, Misha came over and played for the Hornets last year in OKC. I knew that he had played over here, so it was a great team to come to.
About Elijah, I mean, do his presence make things easier in here?
Yeah, it definitely does make it easier. You know, him being here, he was a guy I was close with in Milwaukee. But all the guys, both Turkish and American guys that we have on the team, you know, they made it seamless. Everybody's super, you know, cool. Enjoy being around each other, so it's been great.
I would like to ask about another name, Akpeyudo, your former teammate, and he was a legend here, and now he's a part of NBA community. Did he advise you anything? Did you talk with him before you came here?
No, I didn't really speak with him before I came here. Obviously, he's in Atlanta now, working there. You know, I speak with him throughout the season last season. But I'm sure as time goes on, we'll talk to each other and he'll have some advice here or there. So yeah.
You played a few preseason games, but what differences have you observed where you came from?
I think the biggest difference is the court spacing. Um, the defense, NBA is a lot of, you can get away with playing a lot of one-on-one. There's no defensive 3-second rule. And you can, get some umbrella stuff. Here, the space is, there's not as much space to do a lot of that. So that's been a bit of an adjustment, but, still figuring it out. I'm sure it'll be fine. It's just, I haven't played, like I said, I haven't played FIBA in a while. I was able to figure it out with Nigeria. I'm sure I'll figure it out here. And I've been,
Probably, yeah.
yeah, and I've been making adjustments to it, so it's good.
Yeah, and what's the goal in terms of your career? I mean, is it returning to NBA like Dante Exum did with Partizan, or is it to build a legacy in here like Shane Larkin did?
I think it's something that just depends on, the timing of everything and, really what happens. I think at the end of the day, I'm just going to do what's best for me. And right now that's being here. And while I'm here, I'm just focused about being here and winning here. So when that time comes, whether it's next year or after that, we'll get to that, cross that bridge once we get there.
Yeah, I know that one of your dreams is build basketball courts in Africa. How important for you to give it back?
It's very important. I wouldn't be where I am in my career if it wasn't for, my roots in Nigeria, my dad, and I've run camps over there. I'm starting to, open some basketball courts, and I just think there's so much talent, and if those kids over there get the opportunity that so many other kids get, and it's available to them, I think they'll make the most of it, and we'll just see more, talent grow in not only Nigeria but just the continent of Africa. I think there's so much over there that's untapped, and we just have to give them the resources and opportunity to achieve their dreams as well.